What's up YouTube, it's your girl Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, then hey, what's up? My name is Ashley. Hope you guys joined the fun, join the crew, join the squad, and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're one of my OG subscribers, then welcome back to my channel. Alright you guys, so today we are talking about brand deals and sponsorships and how to get brand deals and sponsorships as a small YouTuber or as a small influencer. Now, if you guys are watching this video and you guys are new to my channel and you guys are new to social media, I just want to let you guys know that it is possible to get brand deals and sponsorships as a small YouTuber, as a small influencer, because I have done it myself. You do not need to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers or even tens of thousands of subscribers to get brand deals and sponsorships. You can get brand deals and sponsorships having an audience of less than 10,000 people, because I have done that. And so for this video, I'm going to be sharing my tips, tricks, and strategies on how I got my brand deals and how you can apply it to your platform so you can get brand deals also. So just to give a little background about myself and my social media journey, I have about 2,500 subscribers here on YouTube, and over on Instagram I have about 3,500 followers. So when you put the two together, I have an audience of less than 10,000 people, but I was able to secure some sponsorship deals and stuff like that, and I'm super excited about it and I'm super grateful for it. So thank you to all of my sponsors, and thank you to all of my followers as well, because without you guys this would not have been possible. So I have gotten brand deals from clothing companies, I have gotten brand deals from hair companies, I've gotten brand deals from skincare companies, and I've also gotten brand deals from like accessory shops and Amazon sellers and stuff like that as well. So I'm going to be telling you guys all of my tips and tricks, so if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I've pretty much broken this down into 5 super important tips, and the first tip is establishing your audience / your niche. You need to know what audience you are targeting and what demographic you are trying to appeal to. So for me personally, I have not specifically niched down my particular audience. I have an audience of, let's say, plus size women. I have an audience who are interested in beauty content. I have an audience who is interested in vlogs, because I do all of those type of videos. So for the most part, I'm pertaining to women aged 18 to 35. I am 26, so I'm appealing to the audience of women who are near my age. So for sure, all of my content is geared around beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and being plus size. Now for you, if you are, let's say, a gaming channel, or if you are a cooking channel or a DIY channel, that is the audience you are targeting, and therefore companies who want to target that audience may come to you to ask you to promote their product to your audience. Because obviously, if you are a cooking channel, obviously a beauty brand is not going to ask you to do some type of video for them, because your audience is a cooking audience, or an audience that is interested in meal prepping or baking or whatever the case is. So you have to know what audience you're targeting, so those specific brands can come to you to ask you to promote things for them. So for me in particular, I cater to a plus size community because I am plus size myself. So other companies who want to appeal to the plus size community will ask me to promote their clothing so that I can give it to the audience, because I'm already catering to a plus size community. So I hope that makes sense. Just niche down and understand which audience you are targeting, and create good, meaningful content for that audience, so that the brands who want to cater to your particular audience will come to you to ask you to promote their product. Okay, so the second tip, which I think is one of the most important tips, is establishing your portfolio. You need to be creating the content you would want brands to ask you to create. So right now on your social media platforms, you need to be creating the content you would want brands to ask you to create for them. So let me break this down for you. So for those of you who already follow me here on YouTube, or if you already follow me on Instagram, you guys would see that anytime I order clothes or purchase clothes, I always showcase them on my Instagram and on my YouTube. I have a ton of Shein hauls here on my channel, Shein hauls in which I purchased the clothing with my own money, and I showcase the clothing here on YouTube by doing a try on haul or a lookbook or something like that, and then I also showcase the clothing on my Instagram as well. Those are the ways in which I am creating the content I would want brands to ask me to create for them, because from creating those videos where I purchase the products with my own money and showcase them on my YouTube, other companies are now asking me to create that exact same type of content for their company. So when I got sponsored by Lovely Wholesale, they saw some of my Shein videos and wanted me to make a video just like my Shein video, but with their products. So they sent me the clothing and I did a try and haul with their stuff. Another example is I have a favorite body wash, which is the Dove body wash, and I decided to do a post on Instagram just showing my favorite body wash. I did a long cute little caption and I took some really nice pictures using the body wash, and so companies are asking me to showcase their items just the way that I showcased that Dove body wash. Dove did not ask me to make that post. Dove probably doesn't even know who I am, but because I showcased the product in a way that was appealing to the brand, they want me to now do posts just like that for them. So I would say start to create the content that you want brands to ask you to create, just so brands know what you're capable of. They know what type of content you can make. They know how you can, you know, take your pictures. They know how you can showcase a particular item, and if they like the way that you do it, they're gonna ask you to do it for their particular product. So I would say start to create the content that you would want brands to ask you to create for them, and this will include having to invest some money. There are times when you might have to spend some money in order to create the content. So for me, I spent quite a bit of money on those Shein hauls. I needed the clothes, to be honest. I still actually needed the clothes, but the plus was that I was able to create more content in showing plus size clothing and doing try on hauls and stuff like that. So I would suggest investing in some products, or just take a look in your closet, look in your bathroom, look in your cabinets, see what are some of your favorite products, and just start to showcase them in a way you would do it if that particular company, let's say, was sponsoring you. Another example is some of the hair content that I have here on my channel. A few months ago, I invested some money in some new frontals because everybody's into the frontals and into the wig thing, and I wanted some for myself. So I did invest and I bought 3 frontal wigs just so I could start to create some hair content. And from those videos, I now have hair companies in my inbox asking me to do those exact same type of videos but for their hair. So I have a few hair companies that have contacted me asking me to do a video on how I style my headband wigs, or different ways you can or how to install your headband wig and stuff like that. So by buying hair and using that hair that I invested in to create hair content, I'm now generating more hair content because companies are now sending me their hair for me to promote on my channel. So you gotta invest in your channel. If you don't have the money to spend, just take a look in your closet. You must have tons of stuff already in your closet that you can showcase, and just start off from there. Okay, so the third tip I have for you guys is to create a pitch email template, because there are times when you will actually reach out to brands. There is nothing wrong with reaching out to a brand if you really want to work with them. And so I have actually reached out to a few brands, some of which who have never gotten back to me, some of which had said no, but I did have a company who contacted me back and said that they did want to work with me, and that's because I just pitched myself to them. So it can be a little bit difficult sometimes when pitching yourself to a company, because you have to sell yourself, you have to prove why you are the best possible candidate for them to be working with, and it can be kind of hard. So I would say spend some time working on your email. It is super easy to curate. There are so many videos on YouTube on how to create a pitch email for yourself, but what I would suggest is that you start off by creating a general generic email template, and from there you're going to curate it to whatever specific brand you want to contact. So when I write my emails, I like to introduce myself. I like to let them know who I am and the audience that I cater to, and what my, I guess you can say, what my motto is, or what I strive to achieve on my platform. And then I like to go into a little bit of the company itself. So you might have to do a little bit of research on the company to see what they stand for, what are their morals, what are their values, and talk about the fact that your brand as well as their brand mesh really well because you guys have the same morals and values. So I will put up a template email here on the screen for you guys. This is the exact email that I sent to Meet Curve, which is a plus size swimsuit company, and they actually responded back to me and said that they were willing to work with me. So this is the email that I had sent them, and I pretty much just introduced myself. I told them who I was and what I stand for on my platform. I did a little bit of research on what their company was and what their company stands for, and I told them how both of our brands could match. I also offered the services that I was willing to give them. So I was willing to do a full dedicated YouTube video for them. I was willing to do an Instagram post for them. I have a highlight on my Instagram page directly for them. So you want to just tell the company what you're willing to offer them. You want to include your rate in that email as well, and you just want to introduce yourself, and you just want to sell yourself in the best possible way. So that is a specific email that I sent to them, and they had agreed and said yes, they wanted to work with me. So they did send me over some pieces, and I do have that haul here up on my channel. So that was really exciting. That was the first brand that I had reached out to that actually contacted me back and said they were willing to work with me. So that was very exciting. I have contacted Shein because, as you guys know, I do so many Shein hauls here on my channel, but they got back to me and said that they couldn't work with me just because I don't meet their influencer threshold. They usually only work with influencers who have an audience of at least 10,000, which is totally fine. Do not be afraid of the word no. Do not be afraid of defeat. All it means is that you're not ready to work with them now, but eventually one day they may want to work with you. So do not be scared if a company tells you no. I reached out to Fashion Nova and they have yet to get back to me. So Fashion Nova, if you're watching this, can you please get back to your girl? Okay, because I'm trying to work with y'all, okay? But yeah, you guys, every company may not want to work with you, and that's okay. When one door closes, another door opens. So don't worry if they don't want to work with you. Another company will be more than willing to work with you. So do not be afraid of the word no, and just continue to apply yourself. And as time goes on, also go back in and update your email template as well. There are so many different videos and articles about how to pitch yourself in an email, so definitely check out those videos so you guys can learn how to properly create that email so you can send it out to brands. Okay, you guys, so the fourth tip I have for you is understanding your engagement and working on improving it. So the minimum engagement score you should have on your post is a 3 to 5% engagement rate. And in order to calculate your engagement rate, you just take your number of engagements, so that's your likes, your shares, your saves, your dislikes, your comments, all of that stuff. You're gonna take your number of engagements and you're gonna divide it by the number of your followers, and you're gonna multiply that by 100, and you're gonna have your engagement score. So let's say I have a particular post on my Instagram, and let's say I have 100 likes on that post and 40 comments. So that's 140 engagements, and I have about 3,500 followers on Instagram. So I'm gonna take 140 and I'm gonna divide it by 3,500, and then I'm gonna multiply that number by 100, and that is my engagement score. So on that particular post, I have an engagement score of 4%, which is right in between the 3 to 5% minimum engagement score that you should have. And obviously the higher the score, the better, because it looks better for the brand. The brand feels like they're gonna have a higher return on their investment. So always be looking into your engagement and always look for ways to improve it. If there are certain posts on your Instagram or certain videos on your YouTube channel that perform really, really well, you want to continue to make more posts just like that, so that you can get more engagement on those type of videos, which will in turn bring more traffic to your platform and get you more viewers and more followers and more subscribers. So always be working on your engagement. You want your followers to engage with you, and by engaging with your followers, it helps them to engage with you as well. So maybe on your post, have a section in there that has a call to action. Maybe you want them to comment below about something. Usually on my Instagram posts, I always ask them to comment below on whatever topic that I'm talking about. So I made a post on Instagram talking about who is enjoying the mild weather that we're having in November, and I just had people comment down below, and that helps with engagement because brands like that too. And when you have high engagement, especially when you're a smaller influencer, that is a big plus for brands. It helps you to get more brand deals and sponsorships. So always be working on your engagement and always be working on improving that number, because the higher the better, and you can charge a little bit more when your engagement is high. All right, you guys, and the final tip I have for you, tip number 5, is to be consistent. I feel like everybody always talks about be consistent, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. But you guys, it is so important to be consistent, because you have no idea when a brand is watching you. You have no idea when a brand is researching you, and brands pay attention to how consistent you are on your social media platforms, because they want to work with people who are serious about their platform, who are serious about making a positive difference, who are using their platform for good. So I have been surprised to see brands reach out to me and talk about the fact that they like that I'm consistent on my platforms. So So definitely be consistent, because you never know when your post might blow up. At any given time, you could have a post that goes viral. At any given time, you can have a post that a brand sees and they're like, yes, I want to work with you. So always be consistent. So on my Instagram page, I try to post every single day on Instagram. Now that doesn't always happen, but I try my best to post every single day. And if I'm not posting a particular post, I try to at least get on my story and post something. I try to engage with my followers in any shape, way, or form. So I would highly recommend that you are on your Instagram pretty frequently. And the more you're on your Instagram and the more you engage with your followers, it also helps you to rank higher with the algorithm so that more people can see you, and then you end up on people's discover page and explore pages, and that is what you want, because you want people to click on your profile so that they can follow you, so you can get more followers. And here on YouTube, I try to post at least 2 times a week. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes I'm gone for a long time because I have things going on or whatever, but it is so important to be as consistent as possible. I would highly recommend maybe making a video schedule so your followers know exactly when to expect you to post. So try to be as consistent as possible. Try to stay ahead of the game. Pre-plan your videos ahead of time. Do not wait until the appointed day to figure out something to film. Write down some of the ideas that you have and plan out a schedule on when you're going to film those videos, just so you can always be ahead of the game, because that's what I do. I write down all of my video ideas and then I just plan ahead of time when I'm going to record these videos. So yeah, be as consistent as you can be. One thing I will honestly say is being consistent has definitely helped to bring my social media to the next level, because I'm getting so much more brand deals now that I'm being consistent. When I wasn't looking for brand deals, the brand deals were coming to me, and that's just because I was being consistent, I was being intentional, and I was focusing on making the best possible content for the followers that I do have. So I would say it's a good idea to shift your mindset from just trying to get more followers into creating actual meaningful, engaging content for the followers you do have. If you have only 10 followers, make the best possible content that you can for those 10 followers, because I promise you the followers will come out of nowhere. I see people commenting on my posts that I have posted months ago, and it's probably because those posts are now showing on some people's explore page or on their discover page. Or sometimes people find your Instagram and they just start going through stuff and they're like, whoa, like something that you posted months ago is like, wow. So always be consistent and always try to post the best possible content that you can. Post the most engaging content that you can. And if you guys want any more tips in creating engaging content, then just comment that down below and I can make a video talking about how I create my content. All right, so I did post to my Instagram as well as here on YouTube that I was going to be filming this video, and if anybody had any questions, they should drop them below. So I do have some questions that I want to go ahead and answer. So I have the questions here in my phone and I'm just gonna go through them now. Okay, so the first question I have is, how do you properly reach out to brands and what should you say? So for me, when I want to reach out to a particular brand, I go to that pages, or I go to that company's website and I try to find their email. Now usually when you go to a company's website, the only email that is there is their customer service email, like if you made an order and you're having issues. So sometimes what I do is I will email that customer service email and I will ask them for their content creator or their influencer manager's email, because there's usually somebody who is in charge of like influencers and YouTubers and stuff. So I always ask for that particular email. Sometimes they do have a particular email for it, sometimes they don't. So it kind of just depends on what they say to you. I have asked for that email and some companies have contacted me back and given me that specific person's email. Or what I have done is I've just sent my template email, which I curated specifically for that brand. I send them the email and they'll tell me that they'll forward it off to that person, or they will let the particular person know and they'll get back to me. Some companies did not get back to me, some companies did get back to me. It totally depends, but I would start off by just finding their particular email. I don't think going through DMs is a good idea, just because they probably get a lot of DMs anyways and your DM may not be seen for a very long time. So I always say try to find their email. If you can only find their customer service email, then email their customer service email, or if you want, you can request to have the influencer manager's email and then you can email that person. In terms of what you should say, I think you should say what is in your template email. So you definitely want to come on and you want to introduce yourself, let them know who you are and the audience that you cater to. Let them know that you really like their business and what their business or what their brand stands for, and how the two of the brands, your brand and their brand, can mesh really well, and how you guys stand for the same things. Let them know a little bit about your audience, the followers that you have, the engagement that you have. Sell yourself in this section. Let them know that you have a loyal fan base, you have good engagement, your followers are always looking to see the next things that you are talking about, and you can also offer the services that you're willing to offer them. So if that's a dedicated video on YouTube, if that's a dedicated Instagram post, something on their story, maybe you're gonna put their email or their website in your bio, whatever it is, you can let them know what you want from them and what they can expect back from you. And if they come back and say they want some different things, they may negotiate with you, then you can negotiate those terms, and that's how I would reach out to a brand. The next question I have here is, if you're charging fees, how do you come up with the rate? So this is a really good question, and it's definitely going to depend on your personal preference. It's going to depend on how much you think the time and effort is going to be to create the content that this brand wants you to create, and it also depends on the return on investment for the company. If you know that when you mention something in your video, your followers are asking you for the link because they want to go and purchase it right now, then 100% you need to charge a rate that's going to reflect the amount of people who are then going to be purchasing from this company. So if you know that when you mention this particular product, at least 10 of your followers are going to go and purchase that item right away, then 100% there needs to be some money involved, because you're giving the company some money, so they should give you a bit of a percentage of the sales that they're going to be getting from your followers. Now, I do think your followers play a role in this as well. For every 10,000 followers you have, you should definitely be charging at least $50 to $100 per post. That is just what I think. For every 10,000 followers you have, you should be charging $50 to $100. So if you have at least 10,000 followers among your social media platforms, 100% you should be charging at least $50 to $100. And then depending on how your audience engages with you, if they're going to be going out and buying these products, if they're going to be commenting all over that post, then you should definitely increase it accordingly. But if you're somebody like me who has less than 10,000 followers, then it kind of just depends on how much work you think you're going to be putting in. Now, for me personally, I honestly don't charge companies when I am doing promotions. I am doing free promotions in exchange for the product, and that's just because for my followers, I know that not everybody is going to be going out and buying those products, because I have a small following. Not everybody might be in the market for finding a company that offers plus size clothing, because people are already shopping in the stores that they want to shop, or sometimes they just don't want to spend their coins, or whatever the case is. I find that the bigger your following, the higher the percentage of somebody going to actually purchase this item or whatever you're talking about. So it really just depends on you. But let me tell you guys, okay, as soon as I hit that 10K mark, okay, these companies gotta pay, okay? These companies are gonna have to pay. I'm going to be charging $50 to $100 per post, okay? So y'all companies gotta know, okay? Once I hit that 10K mark, y'all gotta pay, okay? No freebies around here, okay? Okay, so the next question I have is, how do I know what amount I should accept? Is there proper verbiage to turn them down without being rude? Or maybe they could come back with a better amount. So like I mentioned previously, it's really just going to depend on how much work and effort it's going to take for you to create this particular product, or for you to promote this particular product. If you know it's going to take a hot minute to film the video and an even hotter minute to edit the video, and you might need props or extra stuff to make the post perfect, then 100%, if the money is too little for the amount of work you're going to be putting into it, you should definitely let them know. I would tell them, first things first, thank you for wanting to work with me. Thank you for the opportunity to be collaborating with you. Thank you for the offer that you have proposed, but for X reasons, I will not be accepting that offer due to the fact that it's going to take me 1 hour to film, it's going to take me 3 hours to edit the video, and blah 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 blah. Maybe they need to actually send you some more product, maybe they need to add you some more money, or whatever the case is. So just tell them the terms in which you are declining the offer, and also give them the terms in which you are willing to accept the offer. So if perhaps you want to send me 4 items instead of 2, I'd be more than willing to do a video for you guys. I actually had a company reach out to me and they wanted me to promote, I think it was like hair hair care products or something like that, but they wanted a full dedicated YouTube video that was at least 10 minutes long, and they were sending me 2 products, and I told them, like, this is not enough product for me to be doing a 10-minute video. Like, what am I going to be talking about for so long when it comes to this product? There's only so much you can do with this particular product. So I did go back to them and tell them that they needed to send me more products, and I don't even remember what the outcome of that was. I think they declined it, and that's just it. Sometimes companies are not gonna wanna work on your terms. Companies are always gonna lowball you before they give you what they think you are worth, okay? They're always gonna lowball you because they wanna save a little moolah, okay? So definitely negotiate and tell them what you want and what terms you need to be reached in order for this collaboration to work out. And if they decline, then so be it. It doesn't mean that you'll never get another brand deal again. You'll work with another company, it'll be fine. I have a company right now that sent me some stuff, and the stuff do not fit me whatsoever. Their sizes run extremely small, okay? Extremely small. I went up a size. I got all of the products in a 3X, and when it came to me, none of the products fit. I would have needed to get like a 5X, and I told them there's no way I'm gonna do this video and show my followers these items because, one, they don't fit, and they also sent me some synthetic wigs, but like, y'all, these wigs had no lace, no headband, no nothing. Like, it looks like costume wigs, like that you wear for Halloween. And I told them I'm not wearing none of this stuff on my channel. I'm not going to be doing a video, but if you want to send me more clothes that can actually fit me, I'd be more than willing to. And they don't want to send me more stuff, so they're not getting a video, period. So if they don't want to work with you, they don't want to work with you. Obviously, I think you should keep the integrity of your brand at the forefront, because your followers are looking to you for the best possible advice. They're looking to you to be honest. So definitely keep the integrity of your brand in mind. You don't want to just take stuff just because it's free or they're paying you and you really don't like the item. Like, if it's not something you would personally be going out to spend your money on, chances are your followers won't go out to spend your money on it. So try to be as truthful as possible and just tell these brands how it is, okay? Okay. Okay, so the last question I have here is, how do you stay motivated to continue to try to be an influencer? Ooh, this is a good question because I get discouraged so often. There are times where I feel like my brand isn't going anywhere or my platforms aren't growing. And you know what? To stay motivated, I just take it one day at a time. If I got 1 new follower on Instagram or 1 new subscriber on YouTube for a day, I celebrate those wins because it's 1 more person who stumbled upon my platform and was interested in the things I had to say and want to know what more things I can offer. So even if you just get 1 follower, if your post just gets 1 like, celebrate it and work harder so that maybe tomorrow you can get 2 followers or 2 additional likes or stuff like that. You have to celebrate the little stuff. And I also set small goals for myself. So as I mentioned before, I have about 35 followers on Instagram. My goal is to get that to 4,000. Once I get to 4,000, I'm gonna keep going up and up and up until I just keep going until I can't grow anymore because all the users on Instagram are following me. So you just have to stay disciplined and know that the end result is better than what you're going through right now. It does take hard work and dedication. Let me tell you guys, it is not easy, especially when you have a full-time 9-to-5 job as well. It is hard to juggle the two. All of your time is either consumed with your 9-to-5 job or with social media, and along with when you have a family and a husband and a kid, it's a lot of work. But I do love the journey, and I do love sharing with you guys and communicating with you guys and interacting with you guys. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. But that is how I stay motivated. I just keep pushing. I just try to do better than I did the previous day. I try to get more likes by posting something a little bit nicer, maybe work on my editing a little bit more. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If there are any additional questions that you guys have in regards to getting brand deals and sponsorships, then just leave those down below and I can do a part 2 to this video. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and if you learned something, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not following me already, be sure to follow me on my social media platforms. Be sure to hit subscribe down below and be sure to follow me over on Instagram because we have fun over on Instagram, okay? And yes, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.